What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Deadly Friend live commentary with, see if I can do it right. There we go. Rudy's movie reviews. So, this is an idea that I pitched to Rudy about, I think it was last month, right after I saw Deadly Friend for the first time for my Wes Craven review series. And I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I love it. I need to watch it and talk about it with somebody. So, I talked with Rudy, and Rudy has not seen it since the 80s when it came out. And so this is something he's looking forward to as well, right?
Yeah, it's funny because it's one of those movies I saw as a kid, but I completely forgot about, and I didn't remember it until I saw your thumbnail. I'm like,
Hmm.
"Oh shit, I remember that!" So I clicked on it, and I just remember the ending and how silly it was. But hey, I was 9 years old when this movie came out, so it terrified me what happened to Christy Swanson, and I was crushing on her. And for her, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the ending terrified me as a kid. So to see you laugh at it, it brought back some memories, dude. I'm like, we got to watch that again.
Oh man, it was just, it's always a little bit of a minefield whenever you go through like a review series or you start dipping into a franchise or a director's filmography. And so for Wes Craven, for as much as I love some of his films like Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream and some
Hmm.
of the others, there's a lot of them that I had never seen before. And this is one of those movies that, like, I had no idea what it was about. I bought all the Blu-rays that I could find for the
Uh-huh.
review series. Some of them aren't on print, but this is one where the cover of the movie, the Shout Factory, I had no idea what it was about. It was literally just BB
Maybe.
and then an artistic version of Kirsty Swanson, and it would just like morph between them. And I was like, what does that mean? And so I just, even by the title, like Deadly Friend, what does that mean?
Mhm.
And so I watched this movie, and I didn't do any research ahead of time. I think maybe a couple people hinted at me a movie or two prior in the review series that Deadly Friend was going to be interesting.
Mhm.
So I'm watching it, and it gets to the point where the robot gets killed and by the Mrs. Mama Fratelli from the
Yes.
Goonies,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
the whole movie I'm just thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, like what?
Mhm.
There's nothing familiar about this. And then I got to the scene with the basketball, and I was like, oh shit, it's this movie.
Yeah.
And so I had always seen that scene.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just the mood that I was in, or if it's because it's just genuinely one of those movies that for me crosses that line into so bad that it's good, or if it's because the previous couple movies I'd watched by Wes Craven, like
Yeah.
Deadly Blessing and Swamp Thing, just really didn't do it for me. I just needed something stupid, but like I
Mhm.
fell in love with how horrible this was.
Yeah.
And when Uncle Sean visited a couple of weeks ago, that was the first movie we watched together because we were up late, and I was just like, have you ever heard of Deadly Friend? And he's like, no. And I said, we're watching it. And so we watched it. And
Yeah.
this will be the third time I've watched this film in like just over a month. Um, and for how terrible it is, it's going to rank shockingly high in my Wes Craven ranking when it comes, because it's just, I can't describe it. I hope a lot of people are going to be watching it with us for the first time. That's all I
Yeah.
can hope, because it's going
Well,
to be
like
fun.
like you said, watching a movie, it's like the experience. How did you
Yes,
feel walking away from the movie? And this one is pretty exhilarating when it comes to just its silliness
it is. And
and just what they got away with. And like, really? I
it's
mean,
even funnier when you start looking into the movie because, like, for example, again, we're not going to spoil it,
yeah.
but the ending scene earlier on in the film, there's a dream sequence that they're literally like, Wes, make a Nightmare on Elm Street sequence. And he's like, okay. And he throws one in the movie. And so you get to the end, and your brain just trying to make sense of what you just saw. You're like, oh, well, obviously that's a dream sequence. And then you look into the film, and it's like, oh, that wasn't a dream sequence. That was supposed to actually have happened.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And so we'll get into some of the details, and I remember a few of the details that I've researched while doing the review. I know you said you were going to look into it a little bit, so we'll kind of talk about that throughout the movie as well. Right
Mhm.
off the top, Holly and Beauty, thank you so much. Just dropping in to support you, my good friend.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
That's
Anybody that's
awesome.
into makeup tutorials and stuff like that can subscribe to Holly and Beauty, please. Oh Lord, yes. So Danny McBride has to play you in a movie about your life. Love your channel. I
Hey,
have
that's a good
heard
casting, dude. I never thought about that.
I have heard from at least 3 to 400 people in the 6 years that I've been on YouTube that I sound like Danny McBride. And I do not take that as a slight. I think it's actually really cool, but I don't hear it. And so it's got to be true because so many people have said it, but it's
I
so
see like
funny
he's
'cause
your
I get
older
that.
brother in a sense. You do have the attitude, the quirkiness, and the look, so I can
Mhm.
see that.
I've heard it so many times. I'm like, it's got to be true.
Yeah.
A billion people can't be wrong, but yeah, he actually grew up. about 45 minutes away from me, right here in Statesboro, Georgia, too. So
No way.
who knows?
Nice.
Maybe he is. I wasn't born here, but you know, if
Well, if
he
I
is
get
my
mad,
long lost brother, I want to check.
my TikTok following thinks I look like George Clooney, and these are women telling me this. So I'm not going to tell them no. I don't see it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a good one to have.
Yeah.
Is it Batman and Robin, George Clooney, or is it
It's just
Industrial
George
Dawn,
Clooney.
George
Like
Clooney?
Ocean's 11 is what they said, especially with the gray and all that. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll start talking like this. How you doing? You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
you gotta.
She wants to kill you, Dick.
Brother, partner, will you help me?
We'll have to watch that one sometime too.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun for sure. We'll see how this goes. It's definitely more fun to do a commentary on a movie that you can just rip into, because when you love the movie, you get into it. And like we were watching Exorcist, and you just sit there, you just get captivated, and then everybody's just watching you stare.
I know, it was so good.
Yeah, it is. It is so good. All right, guys, I'll probably start it. We'll start it at the 8-minute mark. So we're at 6:17 right now. So get it queued up. I have the link in the chat for the Amazon watch party. You will have to have rented or bought the movie on Amazon. It's $1.99 to rent for 2 days. Or if you have the Blu-ray at home, or if you're watching on another streaming service, obviously we'll just tell you when we're clicking play. But here in another minute or so,
cool,
we will get rolling with this monstrosity.
Hell yes.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Van Helsing from 2004 with Hugh Jackman? Now, I have not watched it in years, so this might change, but I've actually always enjoyed that film.
I saw it once.
I know it's always like the butt end of a joke as being like this horrible movie. And a lot of people just tend to give Stephen Sommers shit as a director. He's the guy that directed the first 2 Mummy movies. He did that. He did Rise of the Cobra, G.I. Joe. Something about his movies have always entertained me, especially the first Mummy. But yeah, I liked that when I saw it as a kid. I saw it in theaters. I watched it a lot. I love Hugh Jackman. I liked the different takes on the Universal monsters in it. So that opinion might have aged. I haven't seen it recently, but I always was a little confused with how much people hated it.
I did like Kate Blanchett. Was that Kate Blanchett?
Kate
Beckinsale. Yeah, I did love her and her outfit and the curly hair and all that. So I do remember that. It's funny you say you saw it as a kid. I saw it as a married man. God. Just another reminder of how old I am. So
I was 14.
God. But you know what movie I did like in the early 2000s that people shit on all the time is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
I do like that one as campy and cheesy.
Was a hot take.
Yeah, I do like that one. It's fun. And anything in Sean Connery, I enjoy. So
yeah, the only thing that I ever remember about that movie, I never liked it, but the only thing that ever pops into my mind, I was at my uncle's house. This is when I still lived in Ohio, and we knew that he had like a copy of it. He used to bootleg movies all the time, and so he was putting in a movie, and me and my cousin walked in, and my cousin's like, "What are you putting in?" And he goes, Incredible Gentlemen." And my cousin goes, "You mean the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?" And my uncle turns around and he goes, "Whatever. You know what the fuck I'm watching? Sit down and get the fuck out." So, anytime somebody says that, that always pops in my head.
It's a good movie. It's a good. I think it's one of Sean Connery's last movies, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was his last film. Yeah. Holly, it will be whenever I click play on my end. If you clicked my link after you rent it, if you click my link that's in the chat, it should add you to our little watch party. And so it'll be synced up with exactly where we are. So right now it's a black screen. Yeah. And whenever I click play, it will play on your end and on Rudy's end, which now we're at 9 minutes. So I guess we'll go ahead and get that started.
Cool.
Let's see here.
I sent the link to the Love Witch, the girlfriend. She wants to see this as well. She's never seen it.
Oh, wow. That should be fun. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Action. And if for whatever reason you guys hear audio from the movie come through either of our on our end on the actual stream, please let us know, because we had a little weird technical issue with that last time, and just want to make sure it doesn't come through on my end either. This fucking guy.
Yeah, check him out. Oh yeah, that's bait right there. Okay.
Oh shit. It's playing my fucking audio through the speakers again. Give me a second. Sorry,
Is
guys.
it really?
Yeah, for some reason. Give me there we go. Okay, it's fixed now. Okay. Starting it again. There we go. Right away.
Oh God. Okay.
So for those that don't know the history with this film, Wes Craven really wanted to get away from horror films. And it's funny for a guy that is synonymous with horror, how many times in his career he really wanted to get away from it. But John Carpenter had just hit it really big, acclaim wise, with Starman. And so Wes Craven decided, well, I want to do a sci-fi film. So there was a novel called Friend about this girl who tragically dies and her love interest transfers her consciousness into this robot. And so the movie started out as that straightforward sci-fi love story. They screen it for audiences, of which they filled all of the test audiences with Nightmare on Elm Street fans. And everybody lost their shit and said, where's the kills? Where's the dreams? Where's the blood? Where's the gore? What the fuck? And so the studio went right back to Wes and made him go and reshoot parts of the film, add dream sequences, add gore. The head of WB Productions at the time chose the ending of the movie, so that would be a good idea, and everybody was too afraid to tell him otherwise. And so eventually what happened is you get this film that starts off very much in this direction that Wes Craven wanted it to be, sci-fi love story. And then out of absolutely nowhere, it turns into a slasher film.
And it's funny because in the 80s, there was this big thing about robots. There was a Rocky IV robot. There was a Space Camp robot.
Mm-hmm.
There was this robot, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I'm forgetting another one. So for this robot to be evil, in a sense, really scared me as a 9-year-old. Johnny Five. You see,
Yeah.
robots were the thing back then.
And this guy that plays the main character, I need to look up his name really quick, but apparently he was really big in Little House on the Prairie. And he was known as a really good actor. And Wes Craven really wanted to work with him. But the way that he agreed to do the movie, it says Matthew Laberto, I believe. The
Mhm.
way that he agreed to do the movie was that it was not going to be a horror film because he had no interest in being a horror film. He just wanted to be in a sci-fi and so halfway through the movie he got fucked too.
Yeah, he took one on the chin there. Yeah.
Yes, he did. Guadalupe, I agree. The Carnage Candy in this movie is pretty awesome. Regardless of how good the movie is, that basketball kill is one of the best kills of the 80s. I will definitively say that.
I gotta look up who did his voice. I think the guy who is doing the voice is the guy who did Slimer on the Real Ghostbusters. It's
It
got that
wouldn't
same sound.
surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Dumbass.
Like the first 30 minutes of the movie is like almost something you could market to like 6-year-olds.
Kids,
It's
yeah, the
hilarious.
music, it's all wholesome and everything. Like,
Yeah. It's
got a
all
talking
bright.
robot here.
Yeah. It's got the lighting of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Do I look like I know anything about artificial intelligence? I'm doing a
Oh.
fucking paper route, boy.
more contact he has with humans, the more he learns.
Yeah.
So stupid.
I need to find a way to have that graphic on on my live stream. Just randomly every once in a while, he just
Maybe.
walks in front of the beep beep.
Jeez.
Oh
Okay.
shit! I need my phone to do this.
Oh, he's charging up. Okay.
It's like he just stuck his dick in the wall.
Yeah. Okay. And the
Just
sad
let the
thing
whole,
is, I'm seeing this and I'm like, oh, Wes, what are you?
oh man, I'm telling
What
you.
were you thinking?
It's funny, dude. Like I hesitate to say this, but it's funny for the legacy that Wes Craven has as like this godfather of horror because he
Yeah.
gave us Freddy and he gave us Ghostface and he certainly has other films that are good too. He's got a lot of misses
Mm-hmm.
and he misses hard when he misses. And so it's almost to a point where I would almost think that he kind of just struck lightning in a bottle a couple times and as a
He just got
director, as
lucky.
a filmmaker, he kind of maybe a little bit overrated. I still
That's
got
a
a
good
few
point.
films to go. I know it's sacrilege to say that, but
Yeah, what makes somebody like an icon and directed? Like, let's say you have a 10 film, filmography, and you
mhm,
have 4 hits, 4 major iconic cult hits.
mhm.
Does that cement you as an
Yeah,
icon?
that's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like you compare him with John Carpenter. I think
Mhm.
John Carpenter is a more consistent filmmaker
Yeah.
because he misses, but he had a nice little beat there that he went through, and it wasn't just Halloween, and then he was struggling from then on. Where and a lot of it's unfair because for it's weird too because for as much as he contributed like these amazing,
Yeah.
huge successful movies, more times than not in his career he was fighting the studio. He was
Mhm.
getting Zack Snydered all the time.
Yeah.
There's Cutie.
Yeah. Christy Swanson. Another good one you yet need to see that reminds me of this, but not really, is Frankenhooker. That's one of my favorites.
Oh wow, yeah, I
Yeah,
never seen that one.
oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad you haven't seen that. Ooh, we need to see that sometime together. I want
Okay.
to get your reaction on that.
I think she was only 15 when she made this movie. She sure as hell doesn't look like it.
15.
I know.
Oh, it's a bite mark. What the hell is that?
When I posted my review on Twitter, somebody retweeted it. I don't know if they tagged her or not. Maybe that's why, but I saw that she came through and she actually liked the post where
Did she
I
really?
posted the review, so it was kind of cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Because I think around this same year or the year after, she had that quick cameo in Pretty in Pink at the end when she meets up with Ducky.
Mhm.
And that's the first time I remember seeing her.
Mhm. I always remember her from uh
Buffy.
no, Dude, Where's My Car? Her character's name was
I
Christy
never
Boner.
saw it. And I was 18 years old and I came out. I never saw it. It just looked, I don't know, was it? I was like, no, 21 or something like that. I was like, no,
Yeah.
it looked too dumb.
I was like 12 or some shit. It was perfect for my
Yeah.
age.
Okay.
It's the
Nothing's
girl.
changed, man. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh,
It makes us look so bad, but that is totally guys when he knows he's out of earshot of a woman. This is
yeah.
it's the only thing he could think of to say. Like, what about
That's
her?
us
Like,
at
oh, very good.
15. Yep.
Yeah, here she is.
Hey, there she is.
Yes,
Fratelli.
sir. Robert Goodwin. I've never seen the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. $4.99 super chat. Wish we could get a follow up with the punk rock zombie kids from People Under the Stairs. Maybe see them stumble into a carnival and cause mayhem. It'd be an interesting little fan film. Somebody needs to get on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Donovan, nobody is disputing that. That's not what I was trying to get at whatsoever. Pick up the nuance in what we were saying there, buddy.
Genius. Okay.
I don't care how many chores that robot does for you. That fucking voice will get annoying after a while.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be in my head all damn night.
Yep.
'80s bullies, man, you gotta love them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crush them. I'd be going Denzel on him. I'd be like, I'll leave you one nut. Which nut you want? Which nut you want? Make a decision, man. Make a decision.
What shitty bikes? Okay, I thought they were Harleys or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like he's speaking some like Latin or something like that or something.
The tonal shift in this movie about 25 minutes in is amazing because everything up to this, it just looks like one of those old movies that maybe you liked when you were 6 or 7 from the 80s that is corny as an adult. And then all of a sudden it's just a gore fest on a dime.
Yes. Okay. Thanks.
I love oatmeal cream pies.
That's how the girlfriend and I met. Actually, that's a perfect reenactment there.
Oh, there you go. I wanted to bake you something, but I couldn't.
Hey.
Oops.
Hey.
If you say so. Yeah, this fucking creep.
Man, okay. I totally forgot about this part. Don't remember.
Studying my dick.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me that motherfucker didn't get a couple of callbacks for Freddy Krueger.
Right.
Here we go.
It starts already. Oh, the first dream scene.
This was one of the scene. This was the first scene that he put into the movie when they said they wanted more horror and they wanted a dream sequence. And this is the scene that fucked him for the rest of the movie because they were like, "Brilliant, more."
So this is a reshoot, in other words. Like they
Correct.
okay, cool.
Correct.
Oh, okay. They got everybody back. Okay. Oh shit. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, come
Spewing
on.
blood all over the place. I remember. Like, what the fuck? Where did this go? Where did this turn into?
Oh.
Oh. That was one of those moments where the scene was coming on, and I just looked over at Sean and just watched to wait for his for his reaction.
What do you say?
He just started busting out laughing.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Me presenting how much the DC rules over Marvel.
Yeah.
That's right there. You gotta do a video like that. This is why in the MCU sucks.
You set me up well for that tweet yesterday. You were like, "There's at least 12 Marvel movies that are way worse." I was like, "I love Marvel, and I can think of at least 15."
I know. Oh man. I know it comes off like being women and critic hate each other, but we don't.
Yeah,
It's like that brotherly rivalry.
exactly. Oh, you dick.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll never see the
This
ball.
is where I put 2 and 2 together. When I see her take the basketball, I was like,
You
"Wait a
figured it
minute."
out.
I was wait a minute. Something's familiar here.
Well, for the 80s, this is one of the best, head kill shots ever. There's like I
Oh
said,
yeah.
Dawn of the Dead, Romero, Scanners in this.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever have any like cranky or bitchy old people in your neighborhood when you grew up?
Yeah, and I wouldn't have jumped the fence. I would have asked my dad to go get it,
Yeah.
especially if that lady pulled out a double barrel shotgun on me before. I'm like, I'm not
Oh
gonna go
yeah.
with my dad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But we waited till when it was dark. We did it when they didn't. There was no cameras back then.
We lived in a trailer park for a little while, and it was just me and my dad. And I remember there was a cranky ass dude, like maybe 7 or 8 trailers down.
Yeah.
At some point, I don't know, maybe because I was a kid, they just told me this to make sure I didn't mess with anything. And I was like, "What do you?" I was being taught what the little flag on the mailbox was. That means if
Yeah.
you got outgoing mail or whatever. And I was like, "What happens if you put the flag up, but there's no mail inside of it?" And I think my mom or somebody was like, "You'll get in trouble." And so I remember one day I wanted revenge on this old fuck, and so I was like, "I'm gonna go put that flag up on his mailbox. I'm gonna get his ass in trouble." And like, and I was plotting it all day, like I was gonna fuck his world up.
I like how BB's vision went into like hate mode.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember that.
fucking bitch, BB.
Yeah, must kill. Wait,
Dun dun dun.
What a horrible pumpkin.
Yeah. I fucking hate carving pumpkins. I carved a badass pumpkin maybe about 5 years ago.
What was it?
And it was just like a regular jack-o'-lantern, but I like really made it look evil.
Mhm.
And that fucking thing rotted like within a week, and it
Mhm.
didn't even last till Halloween. I was like, son of a bitch. And it just sat there and rotted in the back. I'm like, I can't even put it out now. Fuck this thing.
I always carve it the day before Halloween and then put it out there. So
Probably a rookie move on my part, but
yeah.
I'm still bitter because nobody got to see it.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wouldn't fly with me. Obviously, it's a different era, but it's very hard as a parent to see some other kid go through some shit and just be like, okay, your business.
Yep. Yeah, back then it was like stay out of their business.
Yeah.
Don't get involved. That was like with disputes and fights and things like that. Like don't get involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to understand Mrs. Fratelli's anger because she's warned these fuckers 3 times.
Yeah.
Keep messing with her, so she was within
Stay
her rights to do
the
what she did.
fuck off of my fence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be here all fucking
Yeah.
year. You oversold the shit out of this, man.
Shut him down. What are they gonna go do? Get the ball? No, the ball's inside, right? Or they're just gonna go knock on the door and run off.
Yeah, they're gonna freak her out.
Nichols. Okay, whatever. All right.
Shit on her porch.
Yeah. Let's go mess with a lady with a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'm all siding with the adults now that I'm seeing this as an adult now.
Isn't
Fuck
it
them
funny?
kids.
It's funny how many movies do that. Like I watch the Santa Claus, and I'm just like, fuck that kid. He never listens.
Yeah.
Take his ass everywhere.
Oh God. Leave her. Right?
She's gone, man. Go.
Oh God. He's in attack mode. Oh shit. You see, he went into attack mode as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame her. Sorry. Shit. Why did I program him to feel pain?
This is the part I love. Is the look that she gives them. Like, yeah, fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you, robot.
Yeah. Get the fuck off my lawn. Yeah. She's the real hero of this story.
Yeah.
He's still weeping, poor bastard. He's at his last breath. Sorry.
No, you're good. Someone needs to splice that with Michael Myers across the street.
Yay, that'd be
First
great, right?
Halloween.
That'd be great.
Fucking Thanksgiving, man. It's always so much damn food and never gets ate.
I know. I made so much damn. $200 worth of 150 of food, and no one showed up. I was so pissed at my family.
Oh, damn. No one
God
showed
damn,
up.
y'all. This is me, my girlfriend, and my son. That was it.
Ooh.
Gave plates to the neighbors, everybody.
Yeah, I went balls out. My parents came over, but still, it's still maybe half the food gets ate on a good year.
Mm-hmm.
I hate wasting food too, so it just chats my ass the whole time. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
fucking ate.
She wants to do. Kiss her.
Talk about, aside from the dad shit, talk about the perfect situation. You're a nerdy kid. You got this gorgeous girl who's very sheltered right next door that likes you.
She's
Fucking,
into you.
The layup.
Okay. Oh, she's like right there. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucking spitting distance.
20 feet away. Shit. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thanksgiving. Who are you kidding? Have you noticed the past few movies we've seen, they all have the same house layout? There's always a staircase right next to the front door. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, X, this.
Yeah, you're right.
The layout's the same. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they have that one standard like layout for movie sets. It's getting on my nerves. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Oh.
Yeah. That hit me the first time I watched this because I didn't know anything about the movie. I was like, no, they didn't just kill her.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember what happens to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the part I really don't get. I know they have to do it for the movie, but
Okay.
just the mom's response. Doesn't say a fucking word. Like, he did it, son of a bitch.
Yes, Pringle Rush. Hey, the Metal Gear interrogation scene. You remember that lamp?
There you go.
Yeah. Legally, no.
Mhm.
Okay. I lost BB, Mom. I can't lose her too.
Get this hot ass chick next door that loves me. I am not letting her die.
I don't blame
Might
him.
be my one chance. I don't either.
It's Christy Swanson, Mom.
I know. No, you don't
Let me
understand. Take her brain.
Dream Warriors is less than Freddy's Dead. What? I see. I don't see. I know Cody more than anyone. Oh, I think someone's trying to poke the bear there.
Poking Godzilla with that shit.
Mm-hmm. We were having a good time too, Tyler. Come on.
Yeah. Fucking airbag.
Pat Benatar. What a lame room.
Yeah.
The posters suck. Sorry.
Got a French horn.
Who decorated this? Who was
Tinder
the
Redskins.
a boat above his bed? Like, shut up. Oh, he threw that card down. Okay. That was good. That was good. I like that.
Maybe it's because I'm not a coffee drinker at all. I've just never understood the appeal of drinking coffee at night.
Oh shit, he's drugging his mom. Yeah, I love coffee in the morning, and it's dumb to drink it at night. I'll be up all night if I did that. So even with decaf, there's some caffeine in there. So no way.
Yeah. Like she didn't see that shit.
Yeah,
No situational awareness, Mom.
yeah.
That's me with dinner for like the next week and a half after Thanksgiving. You want some pie? No, you're eating fucking pie.
So I'd spit it out. As an avid coffee drinker, she poured it black. I'd know if there'd be any difference in that taste. Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Come on.
He's like, motherfucker.
Oh my god. It's barely 8:30. It's early. Shit. Okay. Boom, right? She just drops. Jeez, man. You killed your mom, kid. You gave her arsenic. Got 3 dead bodies and 2 dead bodies and 1 robot.
You just keep fucking up.
Yeah.
Oh, those old school 80s vans. This look
Yeah.
like action figures. Just round as shit.
Did you find any shit, this fucking kid. Did you find any Easter eggs from Wes Craven in the movie? Did you find anything like a name or poster or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. How did he have the key? Yeah, fuck it, doesn't matter.
His son or his dad, the second kid, works
Yeah.
at the hospital.
Oh, okay. Makes you wonder if the Child's Play reboot had this film in their subconscious. A lot of similar themes.
Very possible.
Yeah. The Child's Play movie reboot with Mark Hamill, my son, we went to the theater. He said he loved that one, but he had never seen the originals. This is the first Chucky movie that he's seen.
I really enjoyed it. I hated the way the doll looked, but I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go check it out at midnight. The night
Midnight
before.
release.
Well, it was quality check.
Oh, okay. It was a lot funnier than I thought it'd be. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the kills were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This is for Tupac. Everybody involved with the original line of Chucky movies fucking hates that movie.
Really?
Everything about it. You can't talk to any of them without it being like a negative conversation.
Mm-hmm. You take the realm of supernatural with the voodoo, like give me the power, I beg of you, to just rebooting, turning on the angry switch.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's like,
Ooh,
wow. So she did die. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When he's in the elevator. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. He put her in there.
Yeah.
So she's just folded up. Oh, God. Yes.
Fuck your feelings.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah. Dead brain.
Mm-hmm. The computers were new. We didn't know what they were at the time. You
Yeah.
know, this is just our imaginations and
The possibilities.
possibilities are endless. You know, who knows what the future will bring? Whatever.
Sounds plausible to me.
Yeah, sure, makes sense.
A girlfriend with a remote.
God. Reminds me of that Rick and Morty episode. That sex doll.
Whoop.
Oh, he's dead too. Everyone's trying to dead.
Face plants. Oh, he just drops.
I know that was a good drop too. That was awesome. Fucking
He's still fucked up, hanging out the
Yeah.
window, trying not to throw up. Don't ever call me again. Fuck you.
Okay.
Stick her behind the
Boom.
lawnmower.
Yeah. He laid out paper like a pet. Mom's still out.
Knock the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was going to smother her for a second.
I know. Like, what's he doing? Mom, not you too. Oh,
It would have been fucking hilarious.
I know. I was hoping she was dead.
Bullshit.
You guys seen The Boys on Amazon Prime? Yeah, I've seen both seasons. I can't wait for season 3. I love it.
I do like it. It's good. Go. Yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah. What are we, like an hour in? And at no point has this felt like a Wes Craven movie.
No, not at all.
Tone, directing, lighting, nothing is remotely Wes Craven.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
The fucking fingers is what kills me. She's got the Spock hands the
Yeah.
whole movie.
Okay, so he's using BB's brain to power her back up, right? To move
Yeah.
around. So
Yeah.
she's BB. She's not the girl.
I'm assuming in the original part of the movie there was going to be like a battle between the BB consciousness and hers, and
Oh,
this cut of it kind of hints at it for a second, but it's not very clear.
okay.
She does pretty good with the robot mannerisms. Like her eyes move before her head moves and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give her that for this shot. Yeah, that was good.
I'm curious how well that blue makeup on her eyes looked back before it was HD because
Mm-hmm.
it stands out so much now. I know they're just trying to make her look dead.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's a member of Kiss in the movie. $200 fucking dollars.
In the 80s, shit, that was like $1,000. Just kidding.
I don't even know what a $200 sleeping bag looks like now, let alone in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker better be like a cloud.
God, even the music's horrible.
It's a funny looking neighborhood. It looks like it just turns into rich ass houses.
Yeah. Like, it's in back of a movie lot or something. It's not really like a Elm Street or anything else he's done.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this guy got cast because he looks like Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm. He looks familiar. Like, I know I've seen him in something else. Let me see here. Looks very familiar. Let's see.
And the only two sequences in the entire movie that look like Wes Craven is the nightmare sequence and this boiler room sequence.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah. The boiler room. Yeah. Freddy.
Ooh, my drink.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's looking at licking his lips and shit.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah. How's it hanging, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man, it's a movie of two halves, and they have nothing in common with each other.
Oh God.
The fucking hands.
Mm-hmm. Because BB had claws, you need to do the claw hand. That's what.
That's what I just don't.
Your brain knows. Oh God. Oh Wes.
I know. What were you doing?
Oh. It's so ridiculous.
It is. It's so stupid. I don't understand. I know realistically what their thought was, but they had to have done one take and be like, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Do all 5 fingers.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's cool. All right.
Say mercy.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Ooh, okay. Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that reshoot earlier, that dream
Hmm.
sequence she had. If they hadn't had that scene in this film, this is like the first action we've had
Yeah.
since it began. Oh god. And it does feel out of place. That scene does not fit at all.
No.
Mm. Wow, Wes, dreams. Do a dream sequence. That's what the
That's
people
exactly what
want.
it was. They filled the fucking test audience with Nightmare on Elm Street fans, and all of them came thinking this is his next big thing, and they were like, "What the fuck is this bullshit with this lovey-dovey sci-fi robot shit?
Mhm.
Where's the nightmares? Where's the fucking claws?" The studios did what studios did, and it was like, "They're right. Change it all."
Warner Brothers has been fucking up movies since then, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh!
Baby.
Say it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bitch. I don't know how the fuck he got his body up over that damn fence thing.
Is that what he did? He threw the body over there?
Yeah,
What?
he's covering it with coal now.
Oh, they didn't even show that. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy the things that you used to have to do in your house to heat it. Like
Yeah.
before central air and all of that, you had to have a fucking furnace and a big ass pile of coal. And
Justin Sharp, we're at 15. We're at the 1 hour mark. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I never had a house that you had to shovel coal to stay
yeah,
warm. So
I remember what it was like before we had central air, but not that far.
any hope this film will be remade? I hope not.
I wouldn't mind seeing the original story retold, but they definitely don't need to go this route with it again.
Mhm. I'm gonna send my
No.
girlfriend a screenshot of Chrissy Swanson. Hey, can you dress up like this weekend just for me?
Yeah.
Just for me. Just do it, please.
Oh man, my wife would give me a black eye for saying that. Can you do like a blonde wig and like this blue button-up shirt?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put some blue makeup on your eyes.
yeah.
Don't blink.
And Holt is basketball.
Just say BB. That's all you're allowed to say.
I think the scene's coming up.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's so fucking strong. I'm surprised she can't just rip the goddamn thing off.
Right? We need more leaves.
I was like,
Nice.
yes, it's here, guys. It's time.
Let's admit it. This is a scene that we've all wanted to see here. So
Yes, this is the money shot.
yeah.
Apparently, she's like a very sweet lady. She
Right?
always
That's what I
plays
was thinking.
She always plays an old bitch.
Mhm. She was probably very beautiful when she was young too, and all that.
Yeah.
40 years of smoking just aged her.
Make me feel like I'm young.
Tell me I'm beautiful.
What about my heart? Fuck your heart.
That's exactly what my girlfriend said in the theater. Fuck his heart. Fuck his heart.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, that's a hell of a way to go. I'm that age. Just do it, honey.
Yep.
I'm done. That's my way
Came
out.
and went at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. Yay.
Yes.
That's awesome.
This is fucking great.
What a horrible doll.
It looks like it's got 3 midgets inside it, just going different ways. Oh.
It was like one guy had another guy on top of his
Yeah, that's
shoulders,
what it looked like, and they just couldn't balance. Oh, shit.
God.
That's as good as it gets, guys.
Yeah.
As good as it gets.
That's the
It's all
best.
downhill from here.
Yeah. It's a fast movie too. We're already, what, 20 minutes left practically.
Yeah, it moves at a nice little clip.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jennifer, it was the basketball. The money shot. Why don't I remember this part?
Blowjob dreams always start this
Yes.
way.
That's not,
Oh my God, it's a nightmare.
Another reshoot, right? Or something.
Yep. You could tell because they're fucking like stick out like sore thumbs. They
Yeah.
have nothing to do with anything came before or after it.
They made a part 3. Hills Have Eyes 3.
No, there's a movie called Mind Ripper that they marketed as Hills Have Eyes 3, but it literally has nothing to do with it. There's no characters, no story, anything has anything to do with Hills Have Eyes 3.
Yeah.
Wes Craven produced it. I think his son wrote it or something like that. So maybe it was intended to be that when it first started, but it's the finished product is not.
Oh, okay.
It's hilarious how he brought her back to life, and then he's just tried to like keep her in a room ever since.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything with her. Are all parents just legitimately so much more nice? Because like if I came downstairs in the middle of the night and my kid just broke a glass, I'd be like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?
Better clean that shit up right now."
Give me
No,
your
we're not that
Swish.
nice. No, I'm not that nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nightmare reference.
Mm.
That was an executive note there.
I'm your girlfriend
Dreams, nightmares.
now. Yeah.
That's what the kids want, Wes. Come on.
Yep. That's the weird thing about Wes Craven is like I know there was drama between him and New Line and Robert Shea and all that, but it feels like for a large portion of his career he was trying to like escape Nightmare by trying to outdo Nightmare. Like even when he did Shocker, he was trying to out Freddy. Like that's actual quotes. And so I just always wondered, I'm like, why the fuck didn't he just go back and do Nightmare 3 or 4? Like, why didn't he just go back? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing details, but that's your baby. Go back, take care of it. They fucked it all up after you.
Well, maybe you know how it is as a creator, like you maybe get renowned for something that maybe it wasn't a passion project, just like an idea, but then that's you and you can't escape it. So you always have to go back to it.
Yeah.
It's probably like frustrating on that end because who knows, maybe he wanted to make a romance or something. I don't know, an adventure film.
Yeah.
He just all he can get funding for was Freddy and slashers. And like I said, Scream, it was very meta for me when it first came out. I never, ever thought those films to be scary. They're fun.
No. Yeah.
But do we need a Scream 6? No, I don't think so. But
I mean, we didn't really need a Scream 5. I am a little bit nervous about the 1 year turnaround on it because there was 10 years or so between 3 and 4, about 10 years between 4 and 5. So that nostalgia bug starts kicking. You're like, I could use another Scream film about now. We just had one. Like, are we really going to be clamoring for it in 6 months?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The timing was right for this one. I just don't see another one. And I'm not going to go rush to see it. They're all the same. I mean, they're not bad. It's just the same experience.
Yeah. That I've asked that question too about when is the Scream stick going to be like a little burnout.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker always falling down and shit.
Mm-hmm. He's a comic relief.
Pick your fainting ass up.
Get your ass home. Keep your mouth shut. You couldn't keep a person in an attic in South Texas. That person would die of heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Within 4 hours. So that poor body, man. Like you said, why bring me back if you're just going to keep me in this?
That's all he does. It's hilarious. He just like, hey, stay in the closet. I don't have time for this shit.
Like, what was the point?
The best is near the end of the movie when they do this slow motion run towards the camera and she's got her fucking hands and she's running like this. It's hilarious.
Yeah. As an adult, I can appreciate this scene here because, again, she's BB in a sense, right? So it's confused. So, like, okay, I get that conflict there. We need more of that.
Yeah.
She's still hot as dead. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. I wish she wasn't 15, but
I know. Oh,
yeah, that's the little thing where it's like,
yeah, I just make Chrissy Swanson. Yeah, Zero, do your thing. Every film that's inspired me in one way or another, all of them are my house. My house is covered in them.
yeah. Fucking friendship, you psycho.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you for like a week.
I know. Your channel does rule, man.
Thanks, Rudy.
It rules.
I'd have been gone.
I know.
Fuck this. Look at me like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Justin, I also like the original Evil Dead better than Evil Dead 2.
Mhm.
Evil Dead 2, that's actually my least favorite of the 4.
I saw Evil Dead when I was a kid. It was the first of the Evil Deads that I ever saw part one, so it had an impression on me. So it really scared the hell out of me.
I just think it's more effective.
Yeah. And then I
Evil
saw
Dead
part 2
2,
in high school,
yeah.
back in the early 90s, like under the influence of a certain, something. And I
Mhm.
could not stop. Oh shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck?
Fucking look at
Holy
me.
shit.
Kill them
Whoa.
all.
Attack. Attack.
Woo.
Don't. That was a decent stunt. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. I did not see that coming.
And that guy just knocked the fuck out.
Like,
He don't know what's
what?
going on.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw Evil Dead 2 in high school, like under the influence, and I could not stop laughing for like a
Yeah.
whole day. It was fucking hilarious.
Never really got into 2.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it's got to go full horror or full slapstick. Which is why I like the first one and I like Army of Darkness, but the weird mix you get in 2, I know that's the fan favorite. It's just never worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially remaking the first movie, so I can't even really enjoy it in a binge because it's like I've seen all this.
Mm-hmm. Dead by Dawn. Dead by Dawn.
This fucking guy again.
Mm-hmm. Every 80s movie needs a bully. This is the guy from Carrie
Like,
who destroyed Carrie,
yeah.
He destroyed BB. It's the same thing. A long time for this. It's been a week.
Yeah.
I love how in every 80s fight, there's always some conveniently placed boxes
Yep.
within the shot. Oh, oh God. Oh, okay.
Hey, girl.
Mhm. Oh, there's a cable. Okay. What?
Baby. Oh,
Oh God.
you can't help but love it, man. It's so
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. It's like, how did they think that this was good? And now he's dead as fuck.
Use that too? Wow. Okay.
And she keeps running back and forth down the same city block.
Yeah.
Looks like Back to the Future set.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Where's the clock tower? Uh-oh. Oh, what the? What?
I was like, God damn it, we just ran this way. Son of a bitch. Look how fucking tall that fence is.
I know, right? Check that out. Yeah.
It's like 12 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Privacy as fuck fence.
Oh, I forgot about this part. Okay. Okay.
It only does this for one little second, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's weird. It's just like, what?
Damn. Okay. Oh, hey, she doesn't have a weapon. Come down.
Here we go.
She's. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh God.
look.
Oh
What?
God.
Here we go.
Oh Jesus. She's got a gun, right? Sure. It's just oh.
Oh, man.
Oh. Let me die.
That was my form. Everybody's just walking away now. All right, fuck
All
it. She's
right,
dead.
time to go to. Kid, coming downtown. We have some questions for you.
Mm-hmm. You think?
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things about this ending that it's just
Mm-hmm.
questions. First one being, why the fuck this kid is not locked up at this point? He's
Right?
just,
No shit, right?
yeah.
You stole a body, young man. That's 20 years.
Yeah. Try again.
Yeah.
So yeah, this ending was an idea by one of the execs at Warner Brothers.
Oh God.
And everybody, including Wes Craven, was too afraid to tell him the idea was terrible. But everybody making the movie thought it was garbage, but they just left it in.
Yes. He's got face. uh,
What the fuck? Not a dream sequence. That's legit. That's the
no. Oh
canon
God.
story ending. She turns into a fucking robot.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Oh my god.
But as a kid, yeah, I had nightmares about that. It terrified me, dude.
I can see that kind of, just the image of it.
Yeah, and you're a kid, you don't know
Oh
any
man.
better. You feel bad for her, him. Oh, this music's
Demetrius,
terrible.
were you expecting this movie to be a so bad it's good movie? No, I didn't have any expectations for it, but very, very, very rarely does a movie cross that line for me. This is up there with The Happening, the M. Night Shyamalan Happening, where it's just so fucking terrible that I crack up the whole movie I'm watching it. Like I said, this is the third time that I've watched it in just about over a month, and it's just, I love it. I love it. It's a disaster piece.
Yes. Hey, that'd be a good rankings for you. Movies that are so bad they're masterpieces. Like you got The Happening and you got this one.
I don't have very many of them.
Yeah. Of course, there's the Room. I love The Room. In any Neil Breen movies, those are hilarious to watch. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah. The Room I watched right before The Disaster Artist came out because I wanted to be in on the story. And yeah, that was certainly up there. And it was funny because I didn't even see them. I've only seen it the one time, but there was so many points that I was thinking things that eventually in The Disaster Artist they brought up. He's like, "Is he fucking her belly button?" And I kept saying that in the movie. Like, what is he doing? You tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh man.
I love that movie. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know. Something about that one. That Deadly Friend. That's just
it's wholesome and it's horrible and you get the idea, but you see too many conflicting ideas, like you said. If it wasn't for those reshoots, if you take those out of the whole story narrative, it doesn't fit whatsoever. There's no dream setups or any communications about that. And they really, if they remade it, does that mean?
Yeah.
If they remade it, I think I would like to see more conflict between, psychologically. Like, have you seen that movie that came out not too long ago, Possessor?
Yes.
Something like that. And I mean, they'd really have to get a good scriptwriter to write something that's smart, but I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
But
they could do it. They just have to follow the actual novel and do what Wes Craven was intending to do before they just like put more dreams in, kill that guy violently. What can we do with a basketball?
Throw it at her head. Throw it.
Oh man, so fucking good. Oh,
it's fun, dude.
It is. It's so fucking hilarious. It just random moments. Just the chick's leg kicking at the guy just goes doop. It's the fucking ground. It's unintentional comedy, but it's fucking brilliant. That's the way that I feel about the M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Happening. Like everybody hates it and it's terrible, but you watch it to laugh and it's a fucking masterpiece because it's just so stupid. What? No,
ma'am, no sir. No.
Oh man,
especially that hot dog scene. Like, what the fuck are we talking
about? Yeah, you guys like hot dogs? They're cool.
Good. Good food. Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Phantasm 3 for me was so bad it's good. I love the fact that they let them do the stuff they did in it. Phantasm 3 doesn't quite cross that line for me. I just think it's a pretty bad movie. But did you ever watch past? I remember you started watching 3, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I have never seen the Phantasms. And then I remember one of our first rankings we did a few months back, you recommended it. So part 2. So I saw part 1 and 2 and I loved them. And then part 3, I turned it off halfway through.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah, that's a franchise that's difficult because some people don't even really care for the first one because it's so cerebral, but most people will dig the second one because it's a little bit more mainstream. But the first 2 are definitely the best. And then you get to 3 and it's such a quality dip. And 4 is better, but a lot of the movie is actually deleted scenes from the first movie. And so they kind of make it a little bit cerebral again, and some of them are dream sequences and flashbacks of things that we've never seen before. So it's interesting for fans, but as a standalone movie, I don't think it's very good. And then 5 is just oh my god, dude. fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another movie I wish they'd get a legit good remake of, is the first Phantasm. There's a lot of potential on those bones.
Yeah, I would throw Hellraiser into that conversation. The first two are
Yes.
absolutely amazing, and then after three's okay. We saw three not too long ago, hence why my girlfriend bought the meat suit. But after that, I think he's in space now. Pinhead's in space or something.
Oh no, there's a whole bunch of them, dude. The fourth one, he was in space, and there's like 7 more after that.
7? Holy,
Something like that. I mean, I did that review series last year. I think that was my opening little that was my little cold open. I was like, we're 4 movies in, we're already in fucking space. and yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of them that were all spec scripts where they were just random detective noir bullshit B-movie story. And then somebody picked it up like 7, 8 years later, and they're like, throw Pinhead on page 55, 112, and the final scene, and go make a Hellraiser film.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're rough. There's one of them that's got Henry Cavill in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of them. It's one of the ones that people hate the most, but actually it's kind of enjoyable. It's just a trashy 2000s little slasher movie, but
Yeah.
it's got Lance Henriksen and a couple other people in it called Hell World, but they're bad.
Anything Lance Hendrickson is in, I will invest time in watching it. He's that cool of a guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those movies are fucking rough.
Even Pumpkinhead. I had never seen Pumpkinhead until like 4 years ago.
First one's good.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I like this. I like this take. It was really good.
Yeah, they were supposed to be making a remake of that. There was going to be a big focus on practical effects too, but I haven't heard anything about it since. But that would be another good one. That would be prime for a little redo.
Well, maybe, was there any coincidence, or maybe it was on the nose, that the Pumpkinhead design was very similar to the Xenomorph?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It was definitely unique to a certain degree, but it definitely has a little bit of that Geiger kind of look to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one's good. I've never seen the sequels. I think there's 2 or 3 Pumpkinhead movies. But
yeah, same here. I just saw part 1. That's it.
Oh man, it's sad how much Wes Craven didn't get creative freedom. It's actually surprising because I've gone through all of his movies except for I've got 4 more movies to review. One of which I already have kind of talked about a little bit in this channel with Cursed, but a lot of his movies seem to be that way. Like you had the first 2, obviously, Last House on the Left, and you had Hills Have Eyes, which he pretty much did whatever he wanted. Deadly Blessing, I think he kind of got to do what he wanted, but then you had like Swamp Thing that was absolutely just butchered by the studio. You had this one, Deadly Friend, that was butchered by the studio. Vampire in Brooklyn that I just got done reviewing, that wasn't really a studio thing. It was more of a clash with Eddie Murphy and some other things.
Wes Craven directed Vampire in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
What? I did not know that. Oh, shit. Okay.
So there's conflicting reports out there because you watch the movie and the movie's got a total identity crisis. It doesn't know if it wants to be a horror movie or a comedy. And it's not like a horror comedy that just picks somewhere in that spectrum. It's constantly battling itself in tones. And there's conflicting stories out there. There's some that say that Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy, who wrote the movie, wanted it to be a serious vampire film, and Wes kept wanting to pull comedy out of Eddie. There's also other reports where Wes wanted to make it serious, but Eddie didn't know how not to be funny. And so there's all these different little reports out there about how that movie just kind of came to be, but it was just a big battle of egos. And
oh yeah, I can imagine, because this is Eddie Murphy at his prime. Like he was at the tip. He was.
Well, it was funny because both of them took this movie because they thought it was going to be kind of like their career resurgence. Because Eddie Murphy had 2 or 3 stinkers as he was coming out of the 80s. Wes Craven never really saw the heights of Nightmare on Elm Street again. And so they both took this. Eddie Murphy wanted to do something different, to break out, to do something maybe that would, jolt his career. Wes Craven wanted to work with one of the biggest movie stars at the time, Eddie Murphy. And they both thought it was going to be the shoe-in, and the movie did not. And then the very next thing that both of them did was, you had the Nutty Professor and you had Scream.
Yeah. And this is 95. I'm looking on IMDb, and this reminds me, in that type of period, I remember there was a lot of talk about how Tom Cruise and Antonio Banderas and Brad Pitt made Interview with the Vampire. So a vampire movies and that type of storytelling was in, so they probably were trying to sell that. Hey, look what Tom Cruise is doing. Look, he's nominated for an Oscar or something like that. He's talking with the town. So that's probably what they were selling him.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I still have a little bit of fun with that movie, but it definitely needed to pick a side.
Yeah. I was looking at his filmography here. I haven't seen the review yet, but one that terrified me as a kid was The Serpent of the Rainbow.
That's a good one. That's probably the one, aside from how much I love this one for how bad it is, that's probably the movie that I've liked the most of the
Mhm.
ones that are not Nightmare on Elm Street or Scream. That was a good one. There's still some nightmare shit in that one. You can tell he's still kind of doing the dream sequence thing, but it's a
Yeah.
really creepy story.
But with the whole voodoo folklore and context, it really just it's real. It's real
Yeah.
stuff, that religion. So it's like, yeah, that's what really scared me as a kid.
hmm Yeah, that was a good one. Next up is Music of the Heart, which I have never seen before, but it was the one time Wes Craven did like a feel good drama.
Oh my
And I don't
god.
know what I'm going to expect. I think it's got Meryl Streep in it. So it's going to be,
There
it's
it is.
going
Yeah.
to Music of the Heart.
I'm looking at
Uh,
it right now. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what to expect.
Oh
That's
my
one I got
god.
the review coming out for that for tomorrow. I'm going to watch it either tonight or tomorrow morning. But
Wow, man. I don't know how you do it sometimes, because sometimes I can only film reviews for movies that I love, and for you to sit through a film that you probably would not have any interest in whatsoever, and to actually invest time into that takes something special to do.
after you do the Leprechaun franchise,
That's
the
right.
Wrong Turn franchise, the Saw franchise, and the Hellraiser franchise all in one calendar year,
Hmm.
nothing phases me anymore.
God, how what did Leprechaun in the Hood rank in the Leprechaun films? So I'm never going to watch any of those films.
Maybe
Probably last
third,
third.
something like that. I think I had the first one as number one. I
Hmm.
had the third one, which was in Vegas, as number two, and I think Leprechaun in the Hood was after that. Maybe. I don't think any of them are really worth watching aside from the first one. And the first one is not really a hard sell either. So it's that was rough. I thought that was gonna be more fun than it actually was. It was pretty rough to get through those.
I remember seeing the trailers to Leprechaun and everybody in the theater just laughing, like, "Oh, we're not going to go see that shit." So I think it was like a box office bomb. But again, I think it really picked up with VHS video, and then on cables where it really started gaining momentum.
Yeah,
But in the theater, no one cared about it.
that was in the 90s before Scream came around, and even during Scream, where they just didn't know what the fuck they were doing anymore. They had Leprechaun and they had Wishmaster and I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream, all these things, Scream being the most
Urban
successful,
Legend.
but yeah, Urban Legend. They had all just trying to recreate the 80s. But yeah, those are rough.
Yeah, I don't even think we'll ever have a resurgence of the '80s. I do like this, the like you said earlier, elevated horror.
Mm,
Well, I don't like the term, but with Ari Aster and Roger Eggers
yeah,
and this new guy who did X, Ty. I don't know his full name yet.
Ty West.
Ty West. Yeah, if we have more filmmakers like this that are making, taking some of the old stuff and revamping it and just modernizing it here and there.
I liked how Chris Stuckman put it. I don't watch a lot of his videos anymore, but I watched his review of X because nowadays he pretty much only puts out reviews for movies that he really wants to
Mhm.
talk positively about. So I was curious what he was going to think about it. And he kind of said the same thing. He's like, we got this new thing, elevated horror. I don't really like the term because it kind of puts down other horror films, which I guess it kind of does. But he said, he said people are looking at this like, oh, this is elevated horror. He's like, no, this is horror when you actually give a fuck. And
Exactly.
put some time into the characters and shit. And I'm like, thank you.
Hmm.
I've had that. I beat my head into my fucking keyboard so many times trying to talk to people where they get like pissy when I have certain issues with slasher films where I'm like, the characters weren't really great. The writing was kind of shitty. And they're like, it's a slasher movie. What do you expect? I'm like, I expect some fucking quality. It doesn't
Hmm.
have to be shitty if it's a slasher movie. This is
Yeah.
give a damn. Like I hate in stories in slashers where they have to make everybody fucking morons to make the movie work. Like they got to do the dumbest possible thing to keep the plot going. I
Hmm.
had a big problem with that in Halloween Kills. And to me, I was like, you can make smart people. They can still get their ass whipped by Michael Myers and be making sound decisions.
Hmm. Well, it's kind of like that conversation, because everything you just said that you don't like is what made the Friday the 13th series in the '80s popular. These are just disposable people and nothing memorable other than the leading woman, but everybody went in to count the kills, and that's what they went to go see. And in a sense, that's where I come from as well. But again, if I'm not invested in characters or give a damn about them, I don't care. I'm just looking at my watch for it, waiting for it to end. And with X, again, that's my
Mhm,
favorite movie of the year. Yes, more than Batman. I was expecting a triumphant masterpiece with Batman, but this one was a total surprise.
mhm.
That's why I love X. But you got to know everybody, and
Yeah,
granted, they're all like X stars. I can't say it on YouTube, but you got to know where they were coming from, and you were vested in the film, and even the antagonist, so to speak. You were vested in all avenues of it, so I loved it.
mhm. Yeah, I'm with you.
Or
I'm with you.
give me more of that. And I love the homage to like the Giallo films, like that one. I don't want to say a spoiler, but that one kill where blood gets on a light and
Mm-hmm.
everything turns red. I'm like, oh, because they even
Mm-hmm.
mentioned earlier where that filmmaker says, yeah, I want to make like a modern French film, take some little aspects from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
You
I
can
can
make a
ramble
good
on.
dirty movie.
Yeah, even the eye kill, French films always have that eye kill where someone's looking at something and someone gets stabbed. So
Are you a fan of the Friday the 13th remake?
I saw it once and I never saw it again. I don't like that one or the Freddy remake. I saw the Freddy remake 3 times just to give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And because I love the actor who played Freddy. I loved him in Watchmen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Tim Burton movies and he's from San Antonio. So I'm always supporting, actors from San Antonio. I just couldn't get into it. I don't like how we all knew it was like an unwritten rule what Freddy did. He was just a child murderer.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't need
it
to
was
expand upon
subtext.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not like that film at all. But yeah, the Friday the 13th remake, it always blows my mind because most Friday the 13th fans don't like it.
Mhm.
And the reasons they always give crack me up because I mean, like, I understand nostalgia, I understand just preference or whatever, but if we're going to talk objectively, none of the Friday the 13th films are really good movies.
No.
They're pretty low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And so it always blows my mind when I get into these little debates with Friday the 13th fans that they'll hold up some of the older 80 ones and be like, these are brilliant. And then they'll shit all over the 2009 one and be like, well, the fucking characters sucked. And this is here. And they were just there to be killed. And there was tits all over the place. And I was like,
Yeah.
the other fucking 12 are the same way. Like it's hilarious to me. I've never had an argument with anybody that hates that movie where I'm just like, I get it now. It's always just like, and like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh,
And you and I have spoken on Twitter many times how nostalgia really just kind of blinds people
it's
sometimes.
powerful. It's a powerful thing.
Incredibly powerful. It's a masterpiece. Like, is it though?
Yeah.
It's fun, but I don't know, masterpiece. Let's not go
Mm-hmm.
there.
Absolutely.
So I don't want a Freddy remake unless Robert Englund's involved. He's healthy. He's alive. He's doing great. I don't see why not.
I don't want them to remake it,
Oh, like
but
a sequel, maybe.
I'm fully on board for somebody playing that role that's not Robert Englund. The way that I look at it, and I love Robert Englund, don't get me wrong. It has nothing to do with me disliking him or whatever, but he's definitely older. He looks older. I think that you would have to do a lot of movie magic to make him really look intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
And if you ever did get him back, you're only getting him for one. And so you're not really going to reboot the franchise because you're going to turn around and reboot it again. And so the way I look at it is if they recast it, and I think Jackie Earle Haley would have been great if he would have had a better movie to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if they recast it and they get somebody who's mostly or completely unknown, like Robert Englund was in 1984, get somebody that can actually disappear into the role of Freddy. I don't want to look at it and see Brad Pitt as Freddy, or you
Right.
always see the star under the makeup. So if you get somebody who's mostly unknown that can just latch into that character and make it his own, similar to how Skarsgård did with Pennywise, to where
that's a good
just
comparison.
kind of an unknown name and he just escapes. You just see Pennywise, you don't see some other guy. And so I really want them to take that approach. And I don't know what the holdup is. Like, I don't know if there's like a legal trouble. Like, why the fuck aren't we hearing greenlit the script, something being tossed around with Nightmare on Elm Street? Like, this is the time. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, I agree. Oh, you know what? Maybe they can, if they treated it like Candyman, because Candyman for me last year was one of my favorites. And again, I love the original and I love how it was like a handoff in a sense,
Yeah.
So maybe they can treat it like that with Robert Englund, where he has like a part of it, maybe passing the Freddy torch, so to speak. I don't know. But he would have to be in there in some form or fashion for me. I need that.
I get it. Yeah. They need to make one. I don't really want them to remake the first one again. We've done that. I don't even really want them to do the Halloween 2018 thing where they're like, everything doesn't count except for the first film, and here's Nancy again. I don't want that either. I think that they can get away with doing what Dream Warriors did to an extent, to where the movie starts and it's just Freddy's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And there's other kids that are affected by it in Elm Street, and we don't. Even if you took Nancy out of that movie, I think it would have worked just fine. It is just a standalone Freddy story. You don't need to tell us where in the timeline this fits or anything like that. Just fucking go.
Yeah.
And so I think that they could do that. And if it succeeds, then you just continue from there. But I don't know what the fuck the holdup is. Everybody always asks me, like, what do you think we're going to, I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
If I was in charge of it, I would have already been making one. I'm like, what are you doing? Fuck around. And then the slasher little resurgence we're in is going to die out. They're going to be like, hey guys, it's Freddy. We don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I think remember, I forgot what it was. There's, how they have like those nightmare films revisited where they go and do documentaries on each film. I remember hearing with Freddy's Dead, Peter Jackson wrote a script, which I would have loved to have seen. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I talked about it in the review when I
Yeah.
did it, where he, Freddy was going to be basically powerless because all the kids didn't give a shit anymore, and they actually would go to sleep to fuck with Freddy and like kick his ass, and then he accidentally like kills a kid and ignites the fear again. It's a fucking great concept. Way better than anything we got in Freddy's Dead, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Piece of shit.
Somebody asked me real quick, Rudy, will you do any content with our buddy Uncle Sean? Sean is super busy. I know if I want to do anything with him, I have to ask like 6 months in advance because that dude's just always around the clock busy, and I just don't like to bother him. But maybe sometime this year. I mean, he's an awesome dude, and like I said, when the Justice League screening came out, he invited me to his house. I saw it, so super cool guy.
Here's one we're probably going to disagree on. Do you prefer Friday the 13th, 2009 or Halloween 2018?
Halloween 2018 for me. Come on. Don't go there.
Oh, I'm going
we
there.
had a pleasant evening.
I'm going there. I prefer Friday the 13th. I have more. Halloween 2018 is a type of movie that I typically like more. It certainly takes itself more seriously, and the potential was higher there. But I have a lot of things that bug me about 2018. I like it more than I did back in 2018, just a little bit. So it's aged decently. But Friday the 13th it's actually my favorite Friday the 13th movie, with the final chapter being just behind it. So I really like that remake.
I need to check it out again because, like I said, I haven't seen it since it was released.
I didn't love it when I saw it in theaters, so I think it ages well. If you're not like diehard Friday the 13th, where it has to be this person or this story or whatever, it to me, it's the only Friday the 13th movie that attempts storyline by combining the story of the first 4 fucking movies. I think it's the one of the only Friday the 13th movies with like genuine like character arcs going on.
Really?
And I love
arcs.
Yeah, not a huge one, but you got like Jared Padalecki's character is trying to find his sister, and his sister's kidnapped because she looks like Jason's mom, and all that stuff. And then Derek Mears as Jason's just like a fucking freight train. I love that guy's take on Jason. Everybody bitches about the long hair and stuff. I don't even think you can see the long hair in the movie. I can only see it when you get like snapshots or like the action figure. So I think he's badass as Jason.
I think I touched on this before, but I do love the fan film that came out. Some guy who's a hiker and he meets Jason.
Never Hike Alone.
Yes, I love those. I absolutely love those. And
yeah,
I
actually did a video with Vincent DeSanti, the guy that directed that. I did a video where we debated the Friday the 13th original versus the remake. He's another one of those guys where I'm just like, really? That was your issue with Friday the 13th? Okay, fine. But yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good. So he's got the Never Hike Alone 2 actually is doing its crowdfunding right now. So that's going to be kickstarting here soon.
Yeah, that I'll definitely contribute to that because I love it. It's amazing what, the old content like that, if you give it to the hands of a young film director who's not under the control of execs, what they can do. I love that. I wish we had more originality in that space when it comes to like these IPs.
Yeah, I'm with you for sure.
Yep.
Oh man. All right, guys. Well, that is it for this live commentary of Deadly Friend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it that watched along with us. Anybody that is watching this in the future, if you watched it for the very first time along with us, let us know in the comment section below. Let us know if you had a good time or if you just were sitting here going, what the fuck did I just watch? Let me know all of your thoughts down below, guys. I also did a full review for this film a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know if I'll put a card up here at some point, but you can search on this channel. I'm right in the middle of a Wes Craven review series, and tomorrow we have Music of the Heart. Thursday we have top 10 movie characters. Friday I'm going to try to get my Elden Ring review out on my gaming channel, and Saturday I'm hoping to talk about Cursed, one of the more interesting films of Wes Craven's career to talk about because of just the whole fucking movie got reshot. So Please like and share this video. Hit the subscribe button here. I'll put Rudy's information in the video description over at Rudy's Movie Reviews. You got anything coming down the pipe here soon we can look forward to?
No, just some TikTok items. I have a live tomorrow on my TikTok channel regarding relationships. So if you guys are interested in that, you know, we can talk about that. And that's about it. I'm actually going to do a live later this week on my channel. Just kind of ask the fans what they want, because I'm kind of like in this creative, like I'm stuck. I want to see I want to ask them what they want more of and just kind of fill them out. So,
okay, cool. So you guys go over there and join Rudy, and we will see you on the next one. I'm sure on one of our channels we'll think of something else fun like this to do in the near future. So everybody, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.